Just a short time ago, ISD Superintendent held a news conference to address these issues at the schools. Candace, you've been covering ISD extensively. You listened in. What did you learn during this briefing?
First, some people, I should say, kind of think that the superintendent maybe downplayed the situation today. He did emphasize that out of all of the ISD schools, there were only 3 that ended up having to close. And he says, while he does take that very seriously, that's only a small percentage of the entire school district. And he says a lot of people were saying, parents, like Rilwan just said, some of those schools only had cold water or they didn't have heat, and some of them had leaking pipes. So you can understand why there was some concern there. Superintendent Miles says school employees are essential workers and they need to be on campus. He says so do kids, so that they can continue to receive high quality education. Miles says that he had a conversation with Houston's mayor about closing schools yesterday. He says he appreciated the advice, but he thinks in hindsight, before canceling classes yesterday, he should have placed more consideration on the essential learning that was necessary for the day.
He made a decision for the city. I think he gave me good advice, the advice that he offered, I appreciate. At the same time, I have to, over time, build a culture of essentialness. And there's only one way to build a culture of essentialness. If you believe we're essential. Now, if you don't believe that, then that's a different argument. But I believe we're essential. I believe the teachers are essential. I believe we provide a public service, the absence of which would do great harm to this community. That's a definition for me of what essential service means. In any case, I have to build that culture, and the only way to build that culture is to act like it, make decisions based on it. And over time, I need to be consistent with that, because every time I'm not, it diminishes the culture of essentialness. So that is something I'm going to have to consider going forward.
The superintendent also mentioned that many ISD students depend on school for food that they need for the day, that they eat for the entire day. Right now, Miles says his administration is working to figure out whether students will have to make up the day of instruction that they missed yesterday. He says that will all depend on the TEA standards for instructional hours.
Certainly his perspective is they try to get things back to normal at most of those schools that have been impacted today. Candace, thank you.